You want to know the funniest part? The younger friend blinked. What? What is it? Tell me! The older friend shook his head, smiling in amazement. The thief, the one now redeemed, glorified, standing in paradise beside the king. He paused. Was never baptized. The younger friend's jaw dropped. What? And both friends burst into laughter. The younger friend could barely speak through laughing disbelief. You mean to tell me, the man never attended Bible school, never became religious, never cleaned up his entire life, never had years to prove himself, never performed great works, and was never baptized? Yes. And he still entered paradise? The older friend laughed again. Yes. The younger friend sat there stunned. That completely destroys human pride. Yes, it destroys the idea that people can boast before God. Correct. This means the entire weight of his salvation rested completely on the middleman. Silence. Then the younger friend started laughing again. So, somewhere in paradise stands a former criminal, welcomed into eternal life, whose entire testimony is simply, the man on the middle cross said I could come. The older friend leaned forward. It was about access. Access. Yes, access. Because mankind lost access long ago. The younger friend immediately understood the connection. The garden, the two trees. The older friend nodded slowly. The door closed in Genesis began reopening at the cross. Silence again. Deep silence. Then the younger friend whispered, so the middleman became the bridge back. Yes, he did. Now you are entering the two trees territory. The younger friend sat completely overwhelmed. Wait, the two trees territory? You mean the tree of life and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil? He rubbed both hands over his face, trying to process everything. You mean to tell me the entire Bible is connected? The older friend answered. More connected than most people realize. The garden, the trees, the serpent, the exile, the cross, the thief, paradise, the middleman, all one story. The older friend laughed softly while shaking his head slowly. The younger friend shook his head in amazement. That is unbelievable. And you know what is even more unbelievable? What now? The entire human race has spent thousands of years trying to climb back into Eden. The younger friend blinked. The older friend pointed upward, smiling. Exactly. The younger friend shook his head in amazement. That may be the greatest story I have ever heard. The older friend nodded slowly. Because it reveals something most people miss. What? The power was never in the thief. The power was always in the king beside him. Silence filled the room once more. Then the older friend added softly, and that is why grace humbles every man. Because none of us enter paradise, carrying our achievements in our hands. We enter only because the king opened the door. Wait, the younger friend spoke quietly now. If the thief entered paradise, without titles, without fixing his entire life first, then what does that mean for the rest of us? The older friend looked at him carefully. It means the middleman came closer to broken people than most imagine. Silence.